Clean pair of sneaks with a designer belt. Please watch your step, cause I'm feeling myself. Throw a flag on the plate, man, somebody get the ref. Man, somebody get some help.
Civic update for this weekend. I think this is number 4. Not a ton of progress this weekend, but definitely stuff that needed to be addressed and get done. So let's go ahead and take a look at that stuff right now. One major thing that Global Time Attack has in their rules is the cage mounting system and the requirements of that. So in this cage, these plates have been incorporated to tie those floor bars and the full cage to the floor. Those will be done front and back. Other progress that we had talked about last week was this mocked up radiator here. Well, laser cut end tanks have been made. As you can see, they're like a angular design, and they taper down as it comes down. But this still, even though it looks like it doesn't have a lot of volume here, there's probably a good 1/4 inch in between the edge of the where the intake stops and the cooling passages themselves. So this is plenty of volume, especially for this displacement motor. This radiator, again, was originally for a small block Chevy, and so this should be definitely more than enough. And having these end tanks custom made will help reduce some of the volume that was in there, because they probably held 3/4 of a gallon per side on the factory end tanks that this radiator came with, and that's more weight than needed. So the way this is going to work, there will be hard lines that come out of here, and they will go to a coupler that will then drop down to the floor and be carried to the front in these hard lines with these 3D printed clamps mounted to the floor. Again, so the hard lines will come down, kick up, connect to these hard lines off of the radiator with a silicone joiner, and then they'll just bust through the firewall and go to the engine. We had talked about this last week, and so this is some progress that's been made. These front bars that tie in the tops of the front struts, we got this one goes straight back. That'll transfer a lot of this load straight back, and then this one here attaches to one of the factory holes for the upper control arm, and that kicks down to catch the bottom of the cage. And then again, just the same on the other side. Until the motor is placed in here, the X bracing that will go from side to side, that can't be really hashed out until the motor is placed in there, so that we can verify clearances for the exhaust and other things. So that's on hold for right now. The motor mounts should be in pretty soon. Again, Hybrid Racing is going to be helping us out with those, and so that'll get a good starting place to get the motor hung and centered, and then anything that needs to be customized off the sides can be done at that point. Over here, this is a new, not new, but new to this build, mock-up motor. Before, you guys saw we were just using an oil pan and a timing cover to use as a mock-up, but now this is a full block, head, everything, so that will give us real world clearancing for any potential issues with the motor mounts. And that thing again will get hung in the body once the motor mounts are in. So that'll do it for this week, guys. Thank you very much for staying tuned and following along with this build. If you don't mind, give this video a like. That way, if any of your friends are interested in this kind of thing, they'll have the opportunity to see this video. So like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Check out the links below. There's always some good information on the blog and the Instagrams. Thanks, guys. See you.